How you doing, my friends? Day number 36, and I'm feeling good, actually. I'm feeling good mentally, not physically. I don't know if you saw my other video I uploaded today, but today, day 36, we had our 84-hour curfew. The mandatory curfew is over. It ended at 5 a.m. this morning. So at 6:15 a.m., I got up at 3:30 a.m. I haven't been able to sleep well. I got up at 3:30. I drank coffee, read my messages, took a shower, ate, blah, blah, blah. 6:15, I was out of this house. I walked all the way. I was going to walk to Srpski Karlovci, but I did that last spring. It's a long walk. It's like 20 kilometers. By the time I got there, I was so tired, I took a bus back. Now I don't have a bus to take back, so I would have to walk almost 40 kilometers. So anyway, walked to the end of Petrovaradin, to where the sidewalk ends. Then I tried walking my way over towards Srpska Kamenica to walk across that other bridge, but I got lost in that maze in Petrovaradin. There's some weird roads. So long story short, I found my way over through a graveyard and then over through the back of the fortress. And anyway, I got back here, walked clear around. Long story short, 15 kilometers in 3.5 hours. I got back here at like 9:45. My feet are sore, my legs are sore, even my arms are kind of sore, But it's a good soreness, I feel like I accomplished something today. So it was nice to get out of the house. What else? The curfew now, it had been every night, 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. Now Vucic gave us an extra hour. Woohoo! So now it's 6 p.m. until 5 a.m. Also, the shops open today. You'll see in the video, if you want to watch my other video, shoe stores are open, clothing stores are open, little shops. So things are getting back to where they need to be, in my opinion. So it's nice to see the city coming alive again and people able to get back to work. The green markets, the piazzas open. So all good things. Something that blows me away before I get into the news. Here soon I'm going to be done with these, okay? Nobody wants to watch a 36-part series. My views are going down, down, down. I know it, and I feel bad about it, guys. I don't blame you for not watching. It's annoying to watch a 36-part series. I lose interest after like 3 days of stuff, especially if you have the same background and the same ugly face. But soon, once it opens, I'm not going to do it anymore. But I still enjoy reading the news, and I know some people like it. But the outreach I have on here just blows me away. I'm from a little town in Illinois, and it still blows me away to how, the outreach that these videos have. Listen to this, perfect example. This morning, 3:30 a.m., I wake up, okay? I'm reading my message on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, everywhere. Some of them I don't reply to. I just don't have time. Time mentally, I guess I could say. I don't have the will, okay, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. I just don't want to fucking reply because I don't have the will to do it. It's just a never-ending stream, and it's so hard, guys. Honestly, I'm just an absolute nobody, a worthless, useless piece of jubile. But I get so many messages from people all over the world that I feel bad that I can't reply to all of them. I can't imagine somebody that's really famous. I mean, how do they deal with it? I mean, it's just a never-ending flood of messages that I receive. But anyway, yesterday's vlog, I mentioned how I'm hopefully, once the airport opens and WizzAiir is back in business, I'm going to fly from Belgrade to London, and then London, I have to fly into Luton Airport, but I have to get over to Heathrow. And then from Heathrow, I fly to JFK in New York, and then JFK, I have to find my way to LaGuardia Airport, which is the second airport in New York, and then fly to Boston. Okay? Complex mess. Okay? Posted that yesterday. What happens this morning? True story. I hope you believe me here. Out of all the messages I was scanning through, I had a guy named Alexander. He's watching. How you doing, Alexander? He messaged me, said, Charles, I'm a flight expert. I organize flights for some company. He said, I can get you out of Serbia. Opa, bato, havala, puno. He said, tell me your itinerary, when you want to leave, when you want to return. etc. So awesome, Alexander. I'm going to do that. I'm not coming back till October 1st. I don't know if that makes a difference, but anyway, I saw that. I thought, wow, that's cool. Another message, a guy named Nikola. He's a Serbian taxi driver in London. He messaged me, said, Charles, I saw your vlog. Thank you for everything you do about Serbia. I'm a taxi driver. We're not working at the moment. He said, I'd be thrilled to pick you up in Luton and drive you to Heathrow Airport free of charge, just to say thank you for what you do for Serbia. So Nikola, hvala, brate moj. So nice of you. Problem solved there. Third problem, I fly into JFK Airport. I have to get from JFK to LaGuardia before I fly to Boston. Okay? That's a messiness. Beautiful young lady, Stephanie Devic, the Devic family. She's got a Serbian husband and a child. Two children, correct? She's the one that was nice enough to write me this big experience about what was going on in New York, like my first week of my vlog. So Stephanie, thank you. She said, Charles, don't worry about it. We'll pick you up at JFK and we'll drive you to LaGuardia. You don't have to worry about anything. If you know a Serbian and you have a Serbian friend, you've got a friend for life, my friends. And I've got Serbian friends in almost every country. Even Somalia. The time I went to Somalia, there was a Serbian that messaged me. He was in a hotel close to me. Unbelievable where your people are. And I know so many of you. So I'm honored, my friends. Totally. So problems are solved when you know Serbians. You know? So anyway, that was great. Thank you, folks, for everything. For those options. I appreciate it. Anyway, let's get to the news here. What's going on in the news? WizzAiir, a little bit of bad news. Yesterday, WizzAiir came out and said that they were going to be starting flights May 1st from the flights from Belgrade to Luton. It's cheap. It's like under $40 to get there. But they just came out just yesterday. After I posted the video, I got an article and it said WizzAirs are postponing their May 1st flight schedule to May 15th. In Belgrade, okay? It said flights from London Luton are to resume in May, while all the rest are going to be postponed until June. The Niš airport, there's two airports here, international. The Niš airport, Constantine, all destinations will resume May 15th, except Malmo and Vienna. They're going to resume June 1st. So that threw a wrench in my plan to get out of here before May 1st. So now maybe May 15th, maybe Alexander can assist me get out of here before that, or maybe there's an evacuation flight going to come up before that. Anyway, that sucked. Jong Un was in the news just today. And, I don't know if I believe all the media sources because North Korea is so closed. But they said he's having in grave danger, is what it says, after heart surgery. He had some cardiac, some heart-related surgery, and they said he's not doing well at all, but that came from South Korea. So North Korea is denying it, but he hasn't been seen at some major celebration that he always goes to. So who knows? So all the best to Kim Jong Un. I know he gets a bad rap. I'm not going to get involved in it. I don't think he's a good guy at all, but I don't want him to die, okay? 6 Serbian police officers in Serbia have died from COVID-19. God rest their souls. Nemanja Stefanovic gave an update on the Serbian police. There's a total of 191 police officers all over here in Serbia that are infected with COVID-19, and 6 have perished. So God rest their souls. He said the others, most of them are in good spirits. They're getting healthy, and they're ready to get back to work serving the people of Serbia. So all the best to Serbian police officers. I've got a lot of good friends who are Serbian police officers. Some of them are watching me. Nothing but good things to say about the police here in Serbia. Dr. Predrag Khan, Novak Djokovic. Okay, Novak Djokovic was in the news because Novak Djokovic is not a fan of the, they're saying possibility of a compulsory vaccination before he can play in any tennis tournaments for COVID-19. And Novak is against that. He's against compulsory. He said he's got a negative stance on it. He said he didn't know how that was going to affect his tennis future because he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't need that. And they said there's a prerequisite of playing in tennis tournaments coming up to have that. And Dr. Predrag Khan said, Maestro, avoid talking about vaccines. He said, you are a spokesman. He said, you don't understand the importance of these. And your voice is spread throughout the world, so don't discuss it. So Novak got schooled by Dr. Khan. Also, Mr. Khan, they were discussing this epidemic, and he said the article was titled "End of Epidemic at the 10th Week, 7th Week Most Dangerous." He said this pandemic is weakening here, which is obvious, but this is a very dangerous time because people now are starting to go back to work and things. So people are going to be soliciting, people are going to be more in touch with others. So it's really important to wear the masks, gloves, and do the social distancing still. Very important. He said by week 10 to 12, maybe there's no epidemic at that point, which is great. And he said also, it's realistic. Here was his words. He said, it's realistic to assume that the state of emergency will end before May 1st and Djokovic. May 1st here is, of course, a big holiday here in Europe, 1 May, which is Labor Day. USA Labor Day is in September, but here it's May. In most of the rest of the world, it's May 1st. But he said it's realistic to expect the state of emergency to be removed before then. I was surprised. I figured they would hang out after Djokovic to get rid of this because May 1st, everybody's going to be together. But anyway, it's good news, kind of, I think. Vucic, your favorite president. Vucic visited the Belgrade-Budapest railroad construction project. They've had this project going on for quite a while. He said the Belgrade-Budapest Expressway by October of 2021 will be able to travel from Belgrade to Novi Sad in 20 minutes. Can't beat that. He said it's like going out for a coffee, you'll be in Novi Sad. He said in a year and 5 months, we will be going 200 kilometers per hour across the viaduct. 200 kilometers an hour on a train. That's phenomenal for Serbia. The cost of this train plan, I mean, it was significant, I thought. I had no idea how much rail service upgrades would be here in Serbia, but it said from Staropozovo to Novi Sad, that line, that's 580 million. This was quoted in dollars. 850 total from Belgrade to Novi Sad, $850 million. And from Novi Sad to Subotica, that line, 1.2 billion. Jesus, I didn't realize it was that pricey, but I'm just a dumbass anyway. The Kosovo Prime Minister Kurti, he said in this article, it said Kosovo Prime Minister says the US Envoy is involved in toppling his government. Prime Minister Kurti said that the US Envoy is directly involved in toppling his government. Mr. Kurti said that the only reason all this was done is so Trump could have some achievement to show in an election year, some foreign policy achievement. So they tried to rush this agreement between Serbia and Kosovo, and he says that they're intentionally trying to get rid of his government. He was only in power for 50 days before his government fell in March after a no confidence vote. So, interesting. Agricultural experts warn of a bad harvest because of drought in Serbia. I didn't really realize there was a drought. But, when you think about it, I don't really recall it raining. Having a whole heck of a lot of rain this spring. I think it rained a couple nights ago. But it says here in Serbia, corn, soybeans, sunflower, and wheat. That's the main staple products here in Vojvodina. Vojvodina is like the breadbasket of Europe. I mean, very fertile soil, very flat, just like Illinois. My state of Illinois, my dad's a big farmer. He farmed a bunch. And Illinois is the second largest producer of corn and soybeans in the United States after Iowa, which is right next door. Vojvodina is very similar. Flat, lots of farm ground. But anyway, he said the drought will seriously affect harvest of 20%. Will seriously affect the harvest of many of these grains. So 20% of the crop is in very bad shape. That's not good here because the prices are already low here in Serbia. I've got a lot of friends who farm, so all the best to you. The European Union sent blankets, mattresses, and lots of tents here to Serbia to help with the migrants. So good on you, Europe. Belgrade, this is kind of a funny article. Belgrade ignores opposition-held town's request for makeshift hospital, the mayor says. Is this true, my friends? Maybe I read this incorrectly. Šabac, Serbia, okay? That's a city of Sandra Afrika. Who else is from there? Šabac Šalić, fun city. I enjoy Šabac. I've been there 3 or 4 times. Pretty little city. Love the center and the water. It runs right along the river. But anyway, it says here, Šabac is the only town in Serbia held by the opposition. Is that true? It's what this article said here. Was this in B92 or N1? I don't remember where I found this. It said Šabac's only city, the only town held by the opposition. Anyway, the mayor Zelenovic, he said that he asked Prime Minister Brnabić and the Health Minister Lončar to get a permit for a temporary hospital, but they've received no reply for 8 days. And his quote was, he said, "We're waiting for an official answer from the government." He said they are doing serious, or this is a serious, kako se kaže, brate moj. I can't read this. Oh, yeah, here's what it says. Sorry. Let me repeat this. Mayor Zelenovic of Šabac, he said, talking about the Serbian ruling part, the people who are in charge of the government here, he said, we in Šabac are waiting for an official answer on this temporary hospital. He said they're showing serious neglect to the 120,000 residents of Šabac. So it sounds like politics at its best. You know, just because it's an opposition-held town, you're going to ignore them. Similar in the USA to the Democratic governor's plea to the Trump administration for assistance, and he doesn't do it. My governor, who I really like, Pritzker, my governor from where I'm from, the state of Illinois, is a Democrat. Big fat billionaire. Good guy, though. I really like him. He sent some planes over to China without telling the federal government to purchase lots of PPE, personal protective equipment, and then it flew back in with not telling the federal government because he couldn't get an answer from the federal government. So it sounds like we have the same situation in the USA. You've got the ruling party doesn't like the opposition, same here in Serbia. And that does it, my friends. That's the end of day 36. Ciao, ciao. Hope you have a nice day. Evening, I should say.